Hey, how's it going, everybody? This is Tom Dog here with another exciting episode. With another, actually, not really an exciting episode, but another episode of Channel X. Uh, I wasn't planning on doing a show today, because I had nothing planned for for today and everything like that. Do like a special show, but upon hearing the news that you see on the screen before you, um, Kevin Conroy has passed away. And so he, from what I understand, I guess he passed away yesterday, but I didn't really hear anything about it. Otherwise, you would have heard me say something about it on my show last night. But I heard the news today, and and everybody who's a fan of Batman the Animated Series know how much um the fan base is shocked by this. So this was all a last minute plan to do a show. Um, Wanted to get some people um, on, but I couldn't get anybody at such short notice. Um, so I mean, I kind of, I understand and everything like that. So um, this was all last minute stuff. Um, so you won't see any shout outs or plugs or anything like that because we're gonna get right into this. So this is probably gonna be a relatively short episode, but we are going to pretty much throughout this whole episode pay respects to Kevin Conroy as he was one of the all-time greats voice acting. This guy right here, Batman, um, really gave. That's how I um, knew about Kevin Conroy. Um, through this, through Batman the animated series, and when I first saw the very first episode, I couldn't believe you know how did he get that? Who was doing the voice of this? And it's such an amazing job that Kevin gave to bring Batman to life and make him intimidating. And really, he was truly an amazing voice actor with that. And with him partnering with in some episodes with Mark Hamill as Joker, um, their chemistry on set really showed how much um, both Batman and the Joker gave to fans of the comic books, the fans of the movie, um, the Tim Burton movie that came out um, prior to this, and it it was such an amazing. It came at the right moment in anyone's childhood. You know, right after Batman, the Batman movies with Michael Keaton, and so this was a pretty big deal, and they didn't want to, I mean, the writers, the staff, the writers, producers, animators put it all together as well too, but the voice. was was the cherry that needed to make the perfectly good Sunday. Um, he he did Batman not only in Batman the Animated Series, but he reprised his Bruce Wayne as well too. Um, in Batman Beyond, he was also part of the Justice League um, animated series, which is awesome. Uh, he also and continued on with Justice League Unlimited. Um, few movies also comes to mind, and not only that, some video games as well too. The Arkham, everybody remembers the Arkham series, um, which is phenomenal because it fits Kevin to a T. Not to mention he was featured in Injustice. I can find it. Um, he is credited to play Batman in the Injustice series video games. So yeah, so it's a really big deal. And um, from what I understand, the last time we get to hear Kevin Conroy, um, he played he reprised his Batman character through the Killing Joke, and I think the Mark Hamill um was asked to play a part of it too, and he was like, as long as Kevin Conroy's in it, I'm okay with it. And so yeah, this is a very very good time. Um, and of course with the movies Mask of the Phantasm, Sub Zero, um, Return of the Joker for Batman Beyond. The list goes on and on. And then um, Batwoman, if I remember correctly, he reprised his. He did the live action Bruce Wayne in Batwoman. So yeah, it was a pretty big deal. He really is, somewhat of a big deal, but I will always remember him as Batman from the animated series, and loved by millions. He had millions of fans. Um, he was at he was at Terrificon a number of times. Um, he always was a treat to have. According to Mitch, who runs Terrificon, I kind of and, and yeah, it's sad because I missed out on meeting him. Um, because his fan base was pretty huge, and whenever he was at a convention, um, there would be lines. There would be lines like you wouldn't believe, and yeah, he was a big deal. He was a real big deal. Um, yeah, you think of Kevin Conroy, you think of Batman, and so yeah, this is my little tribute to him. Um, pretty much paying our respects. I mean, if you have anything, uh, anybody has anything to chime in, um, share their moments and share some stories and moments. Um, whether it's meeting him at at a convention, or you know, watching his work, through Batman. Um, excuse me, sorry. Leave us in the comments. Leave it in the comments down below, chat and everything, because this really meant a lot to him and everything. And this, like I said, this is going to be a relatively short episode. Um, because like I said, this came out of nowhere. So when I heard the news about this, when I heard about it, I didn't want to believe it at first because, I was like, and I spent pretty much all morning going through the, you know, the internet saying that, like, is this real? Is this real? Is this real? And then, you know, then I'm getting word that Gallagher passed away, which we'll discuss on next week's show, but we'll get to that when we cross that bridge. But this is about Kevin Conroy tonight. But yeah, this this was very shocking, very. And and then when it has been confirmed by one of Kevin's former cast members, who when I think she played Poison Ivy. She broke the word out that he passed, and I was like, okay, this is for real. And then word started spreading all over started to spread. The moment that came out, everything started to come up, and yeah, this was a shocker. And so yeah, very yeah, a very big deal. I'm trying to get online here so I can see if Mark Hamill um, tweeted out. Bear with me, folks. I'm sorry. I should have. Oh, now the thing wants to be slow. Like I'm trying to get this, and I'm like, what the hell? What the heck? Sorry. Trying to make this as clean as possible. I'm not gonna do any foul language or anything like that. Let's. Yeah, this thing is like really slow. I think I need to clean this out. And oh, that's yeah. Type in his name. Oh, okay. He did tweet out. He did tweet out. Okay. Um, he goes, stunned by the loss of this brilliant actor. Words can't express my admiration and respect for the man. I loved him like a brother. R.I.P. Kevin Conroy. So it's trending on Twitter. And Gray, uh, Gray D. Leslie, I hope I'm saying her name right. Um, she was also a voice actor on the Batman animated series as well too. My baddie is gone, one of the finest human beings I have ever had the pleasure of knowing. Um, oh, and this is what they what's up there? Empire State Building, R.I.P. Kevin Conroy, you will be missed. Yes, they shine something on the I am vengeance, I am the night, I am it was 66. Yeah, I think also Tara Strong um also tweeted out as well too. Um yeah, everyone's also you know mentioning Adam West as well too because Adam West was the original Batman, but one episode does come to mind, um seeing that we're on the discussion of Adam West. um the the episode of the the Great Ghost episode. um Everybody remembers that one is Batman was as a kid a fanboy of the series Great Ghost, who was voiced by Adam West. And it was amazing because it was so great to hear Adam West in the same episode with Batman. And I looked at that as because I'm a Adam West fan. That's how the original '60s Batman. That's how I know who Adam West was, and he he was amazing. And that episode really sticks out as and I was geeking out about it too because I was like, oh man, it's the original Batman, but it's not the original Batman. But it was really nice because I looked at that episode and I looked at I looked at it as Adam West passing the torch, so to speak, to Kevin Conroy. And from what I understand, he had Adam West actually enjoyed working with Kevin because and so yeah, biggest scene in one person tweeted out some pictures of from Mask of the Phantasm, and it goes, I know I made a promise, but I didn't see this coming. I didn't count on being happy. Tell me that it's okay. Um, yeah, um, yeah, very very sad, very very sad. Um, you know, no one can ever say anything bad about Kevin, and nobody can. Um, from what I see here, he was a very humble man, and well, even John Cryer tweeted out too. Um, yes. Oh, okay. Yeah. This one, John Cryer, who plays Lex Luthor, um, in the Supergirl show, series. He was also in Crisis on Infinite Earths. He goes and says, "So sorry to hear that he's gone. Felt so lucky to have met him when he finally got to play Bruce Wayne in live action Crisis on Infinite Earths. He was such a positive presence, and what a talent." Very true. Yeah. Yeah. And Terrificon, as I said, Mitch goes, Kevin has always been a fan favorite guest at my Terrificon, starring way back in 2015. Kevin liked coming back to Connecticut. He grew up here. Oh wow, that I didn't know. We were lucky to have him join us last July. Such a great talented, such a kind and talented man. R.I.P. Dark Knight. Yeah, he yeah, I didn't get a chance to see him last year when I did go, but because he wasn't there when I went. I went on a Friday, and I wanted to go to um um, trying to see if there's yeah, okay, the Empire State Building was in New York was lit up with the bat signal in honor of the late Kevin Conroy. Let's look at that picture. Um, it's well darkened. That's actually a nice picture. I'm going to save that one. Actually, I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, that right there. Oops, let's get a better shot of that. Yeah, yeah. There we go. There we go. So yeah, very nicely done. I'm going to save that picture when I go on my phone. Very nice picture. I'll do. Retweet it. All right. Um, but yeah, he was a you know he is going to be very missed, and you know we're gonna all through the weekend even DC Entertainment also tweeted how much he's going to be missed. Tara Strong also tweeted out too about how sadly he's going to be missed. Um, Anybody who knew him, you know, um, who knew him well, um, he, you know, nobody can can never say anything bad about him, and it shows in the throughout the tweets, and with the love and support that they're getting they're giving him, and me doing this episode shows that he was a big deal, and he was a real big deal, and yeah, um very shocked, and literally came out of, as I said, came out of nowhere. um Very shocking, everything, but yeah. um like I said, if you have any moments you like to share with everybody here, by all means, put in the comments, rather through the live chat, through or in the comment section after the show's over. Um, Definitely, um, you would love this will be an amazing tribute to him. Um, so let us now um, give a moment of silence, pay our respects to the late great Kevin Conroy. And so before we bring this episode to a close, um, his legacy will not be forgotten. Um, I mean, how can you forget something that gave us such an amazing character? Um, his legacy will live forever. He will, even though he's gone, you know, obviously not forgotten. And with that being said, it is my honor to induct Kevin Conroy into the Channel X Hall of Fame. He this honor is well deserved, and he he will always have a place in our hearts. Um, whether it's the Arkham video games, whether it's the animated series that he's been involved in, whether it's the live action series that he was also a part of, um, the animated movie, the number of animated movies that he was in for a number of years. Um, he will always be the best, and putting him into the Channel X Hall of Fame, this was a honor that should have been done a long time ago. Um, and it really means so much to me that that I was able to put off this episode in such short notice. And um, like I said, it was an episode that had to be done. And you know, honoring the legacy of such an amazing actor that gave us such an amazing superhero. Even though we only known this character in the comic books, um, he gave us something more than just um, a character on a piece of paper with several pages. He gave Batman life. And when you think of Batman, you think everybody thinks who's their all-time great as Batman. You got your live action Michael Keaton. And then you have Kevin Conroy as your animated Batman. And yeah. But overall, the best Batman, Kevin Conroy. Thank you all so much for tuning in tonight. This was a very difficult episode to do, especially, like I said, at such short notice. But thank you all so much. Leave a comment down below. Like I said, if if you missed any of tonight's episode, check it out. As soon as the camera goes off, I'm not even plugging my stuff either. I think, but what I will have you, just comment down below any moments that you have, if any stories that you have about Kevin Conroy, share it in the comments down below. Thumbs up the video if you like it, thumbs down if you don't. And subscribe to this channel. Subscribe to this channel. If you want to see, more about this. That is all the time that I have for today. Like I said, thank you all so much for tuning in, and thank you for allowing me to honor such an amazing human being. Kevin, we're gonna miss you, buddy. We're really gonna miss you. That said, have a good night, everybody.